Man, gotta say, for him being so obviously driven by revenge, Ominous was actually pretty chill about postponing our confrontation till after New Year's.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised myself. I didn't expect Clocktea to agree to that for Christmas, but even less I would have expected this. But I guess even villains know the necessity to honor this festive time of year.
Well, chill is a mighty stretch, given he was visibly fuming with outrage when you guys asked him that. But in the end, he still said yes. So I guess he didn't despise us too much for that.
Let's be honest here, girls. The only actual reason for Ominous, as well as Clocktea, to allow us to go home was for these specials. And it was just dumb timing that their episodes happened to release during the last week of the year. But be it as it may, we're here now, so let's get this new special going.
Why are you so keen on making a special? Especially after the heartwarming one was so polarizing. Well, because I had a thought. On Hearthswarming, Robotus just showed up and forced us into the special. But I figured if we were to make a special on our own, maybe he won't feel the need to.
Generally, it's pretty weird that he did show up last week because as far as I was aware, he never really returned to Equestria after leaving the human world. At least not in any sketch by now.
True, but let's just jump on the first available excuse for the inconsistency and say that our special episodes exist outside of the sketch canon. At least in those parts that don't make sense. I mean, it is a fact that the specials have their own playlist on YouTube separated from the normal episodes.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Let's just go with that and hope the viewers will as well. Sure, but what exactly are we gonna do tonight? What is the special gonna be? Are we gonna have all those weird guest stars showing up again?
No, this time we're gonna keep the cast limited. And I thought about us just having a little look back on all we've experienced this year. The bad, the annoying, the horrible, the scary, but somewhere between all of that, also the good. How about each of us just names the one thing they like most about this year? That'll make the special nice and short.
Oh, so only like 15 minutes?
Shut up.
Hey, now hold on a damn fucking minute here. What in tarnation hell think you're doing?
Hey, watch your mouth, Missy. That ain't no way to talk to older ponies.
Oh, now you suddenly care about that.
I don't give a damn about how I talk to any pony, but I fucking am gonna be part of the special.
We both are. Sweet me, I will not stand for you to indulge in this insubordinate demeanor as well.
Just listen for a damn minute, y'all. Don't treat us like we're fucking Starlight or Cozy or any of them side ponies. Man, this is just like last year. Did you still not get that the Cutie Mark Crusaders are just as main cast as you all are? Obviously. Fucking ass cheeks.
Hey, there's a reason we didn't invite you. We wanted to keep this thing small and compact.
Besides, we kind of thought you two would maybe opt out of being part of this special out of respect for Scootaloo, because she can't be here either.
What, us? Respect? Come on, man.
Well, she got a point there, Dash.
Fine, then be part of the special. And even more, you also get to start it. Now say, you two, what was the best moment of this year for you?
Well, I guess there's a few things that'd count. I mean, that lab thing with Agent Classified and his clones catching us, that was pretty exciting. Though mostly that was just a terrifying experience, so I don't think that would qualify. Wow, thanks a lot, Apple Bloom. I actually had meant to completely forget about that. Thanks for opening up those scars again. Anytime, girl. But I think the greatest moment for me this year was when my sis nearly lost our fart to that money man dude and his Russian goon. I was the fucking MVP of that day, saving the place and our whole family's livelihood. I did have to give him my unusual Stachi coat, but that was worth it. You seriously traded my hat away? That was a gift, you asshole. More so even, a heartwarming gift. And you just give it away? Hey, that's up for trading, yo. Well, okay, fair enough. Anyway, that was nice. For once, finally, I was the most important pony in our family. And quite frankly, I'm still kind of waiting to this day for an appropriate thanks from you, sis.
Hey, I didn't even punish you for shooting little Scootaloo. What more do you want?
You what? I thought you said you took away your PS5. Since when do I have a PS5?
You don't. But I would have taken it away if you did, 'cause that was my pony's for you.
So wait, you didn't actually punish her?
I gave her a mouthful. That was enough. She did learn her lesson, didn't she? Or did any of y'all see her with any gun lately? That's what I thought.
Very well then, let's not beat on this for too long. Sweetney dear, how was your year?
Personally, I found this year to be really exhausting. Not just because of that cloning lab thing, or also the drug addiction in our school. That duel accident really took away any and all enjoyment I still had with Yu-Gi-Oh! You sure that ain't because of you constantly losing duels? No? Well, I suppose the best thing this year was meeting that purple dog from another dimension, this Zoe Trent. She was really nice, and I would have loved to keep her. But sadly, that wasn't possible, and Dementia sent her and that big-headed human back to their home. Man, you really are Joe incarnate, you know that? Even your best moment of the year still had a negative to it. I'm just a realist is all. See, and that's why me and Scootaloo are your only friends. Fuck you.
Alrighty, that's those two. Now for the actual main characters. Who's first?
I would like to go first. Now, to me personally, this year has been very kind. Any case, it's better than the last. At least this year I actually got to be part of the cast and didn't always get hurt for ridiculous reasons. I mean, okay, there was this one time I got shot, but ever since that, I've been fine. All in all, this year's been pretty great.
I'm sorry, Pinky, but did you experience a different year than we did? How can you say, with all the stupid shit that kept on happening to us, that this year wasn't fucking awful? Does all that really not bother you at all?
Well, of course it does. But I don't let all the negativity in the series get to me. Sure, it's been rough from time to time, and almost never really nice. But at least I got to experience all of that with you. Side by side with my best friends.
Oh, God, Pinky, you're gonna make me puke with all that kitschy jabbering. Quick, we need someone to counteract this disgusting positivity. Yeah. Hey, Rarity, I think I already know what you're gonna say was the best thing this year. That NFT scandal, right?
What? Why in hell would I think that to be anything good?
'Cause it gave you a new opportunity for business? Don't you remember that loot box thing you were going on about?
Oh, yes, right. That. Well, quite honestly speaking, ever since that sketch aired, I have yet to receive any further messages from Flim or Flam. They did ask me to give them a little pre-financing, which I of course politely declined. And ever since, they've been ghosting me. I am starting to get the feeling that they might have tried to screw me over.
What, Flim and Flow? No, I'm sure they're just using snail mail.
But coming back to the actual question, I think what I liked most this year was when we confronted Spike and sent him to Dartish prison. That was pretty cool. I'm glad he's finally behind bars. Now I only need to worry about his harassment once per week when I get a letter from him. Said letter's contents should be obvious to every pony here.
Seriously? He's in prison and still manages to send you dick pics? How is that even possible? Do the guards just let him take pictures?
Naturally not. But Spike proved to be a crafty little dragon and took to just drawing his stuff on a piece of paper to send it to me. Objectively speaking, one has to acknowledge the commitment behind his actions. He really goes every extra mile for me. But ultimately, his escapades matter little to me. I still get his payments from all his subscriptions, and everything else I don't need to bother myself with.
Well, glad to see some ponies got her priorities straight. Now, forgive me that I have to be the one to fall out of line, but to me, this year's been a fucking shit show start to finish. It's like I became the new butt monkey after Pinky was introduced to our cast. I just kept on receiving blows from all sides. I got beat up to shit by Heavy, nearly lost our apple farm, and had to be rescued by my little sister. Y'all got any idea how fucking humiliating that was? And to top it all off, I always get shit from every pony.
What do you mean, you're getting shit? You yourself are the pony with the biggest maw here.
But ever since my sis went all high noon and shut Scootaloo, I've been hearing no end of shit from both you and Rarity. Y'all and your fucking parenting tics that annoy the fuck out of me. But that wasn't even the worst thing this year. In fact, all of that would have been bearable. If only I had gotten to celebrate Yaxgiving. I was looking forward to that all year.
And why didn't you then?
'Cause it was fucking canceled, that's why.
What, seriously? By whom? And why?
The official Equestrian Safety Bureau.
Really? It would be news to me that they have the authority to cancel a holiday that doesn't even exclusively take place in Equestria. Did they seriously prohibit Yakistan from celebrating one of their holidays?
Well, no, actually I might have phrased it a little extreme. The festivities are still allowed and basically only one aspect has been changed. And it wasn't that much of a forced decision rather than an advice given by the Bureau to the government of Yakistan. And they listened to it. In short, the Bureau's safety has declared it a dangerous and threatening tradition to be dropping yaks. Not only for the yak in question being dropped, but for all bystanders. And to my great shock, no one in Yona's family seemed to even remotely care about that. In fact, it was quite the opposite. They seemed glad that they don't have to make someone volunteer to be dropped.
Sorry if this sounds ignorant, but where exactly is now the problem? If everyone was fine with that change, what kept you from going?
Because not everyone was fine with it. I wasn't. The fallen yaks were basically the only reason I even went to celebrate it. Can y'all even imagine how funny it is to see a yak dropping on the ground when you're wasted? But if I can't have that anymore, then I see no point to even go at all. I'm only 1/21st yak after all, and the dropping yaks were all I cared about. I even stomached to eat weasel feet, for fuck's sake. Y'all got any idea how disgusting that shit is? So yeah, my point stands. This year sucked balls, man.
All right, AJ, the last thing I want to do is feed into your little tantrum, but you're doing this looking back thing all wrong. We're supposed to be having fond memories. So fucking think of some.
Fine, how about I don't know, that thing with Money Mun did scare my gambling addiction away. At least I ain't been doing that ever since then, and the excessive drinking, as far as I'm concerned, has also gone back quite a bit. Alright, maybe the year wasn't complete shit, but it was damn near close to it.
Man, that's good enough for me.
And how about you, Dash, huh? What do you fucking have to say about this year? Come on, we're waiting.
Hey, are you for real with this petty shit? Just because you had a hard time with that doesn't mean you get to take it out on me.
Actually, that is exactly how it works. At least in our cynical universe.
Alright, fine. But if I'm gonna be honest, I'm having kind of a hard time thinking of anything. Not because I'm being a whiner like AJ. More just because this year I've mostly just been riding shotgun with you others. Every time something noteworthy happened, it happened to all of us, not specifically me.
So, your adopted sister being in hospital isn't noteworthy to you?
Considering that I'm supposed to be thinking of good stuff happening, no, it's not. This year's been pretty neutral all in all. Aside from a few shitty things, everything just happened.
Fine, then just pick the best neutral thing that happened to you. Doesn't all have to be important. We're just checking off a list after all.
Okay then, I guess. Scoot surviving the shooting and probably fully recovering. That's a definite positive. Yeah, I'm gonna make that my favorite moment this year.
Well, it's better than nothing. Fluttershy, how about you?
To be honest, I'm sort of in the same place as Rainbow. To me personally, this year was completely neutral. I was always just there with the rest of you. But the plus side is that, unlike Scootaloo, none of my loved ones had any kind of similar accident. They're all fine. I guess I'm gonna go with that.
Nice and short, Fluttershy. Did I ever mention that I like that about you?
Not once, no.
Okay, good to know. Alright, then let me wrap this special up with my part now. After 3 mostly negative retrospectives, I'm gonna mix things up again by saying that I personally like this year. That might sound contradictory to the way I act all the time, but looking at the facts, I have no room for complaints. I mean, not only did we thwart Celeste's clone lab plan, as a result of that, Luna and Cadence both returned from their exile. And I finally got to pass on all the fucking princess responsibility I was stuck with. I'm enjoying a well-deserved break, which granted has been going on for a few months now, but I earned that. Plus, we just defeated Clactia not 24 hours ago and banished her into the sun, so I guess we've seen the last of Celestia altogether. Considering that we're probably gonna have a face-off with Amina's right tomorrow, it's looking like next year will be a lot less stressy. Once we beat him, we'll finally have some peace and quiet again in Equestria. That'll be nice.
Aren't you also excited for Cozy Blast's performance in the new Ne'er-Do-Well movie? It already had its premiere in Applewood and is set to come to Ponyville soon.
Nah, I still don't trust that whole thing. Cozy probably just made that all up because she was ashamed to have fallen for that scam.
I don't know, from what I heard it all sounds pretty legit. Even Luna was there at the premiere.
Sure, but Luna will take any excuse to get out of Canterlot.
Fine, then keep being an ass about it. One day you're gonna have to come to your senses.
I could say exactly the same to you.
But all in all, I must admit, this has been a very busy year for Equestria. So much has happened.
Can I just say how notable it is how often we went to hospital this year? Dr. Wheatley almost became a side character, that much he showed up by now.
Well, it's not like there hasn't always been a reason for it, and I somehow have the feeling we haven't been there for the last time.
But not for me. By the way, what are we not going to do about Chrysalis? Aside from that one deleted episode, we haven't done anything yet to somehow integrate her.
To be fair, there were those 2 attacks from supervillains that came up.
Pinky is right, though. We will have to deal with her eventually. But not immediately. We will make time for her next year. Somewhere.
So now that was our retrospective. Nice.
It's always good to make a sketch this long only consist of dialogue and nothing else. Keep the viewers motivated.
We're not done yet, Rainbow. I am going to be doing my traditional magical fireworks for the midnight countdown. And as coincidence would have it, we're just 2 minutes away. I'm gonna head upstairs and get ready.
You're lucky Miss Cheerily ain't here to see this, or else you could expect another lecture about magical PM from the fireworks or some shit. Where even is she, might I ask? I feel like I ain't seen her in forever. She's in hospital. She got attacked by Spike? She nearly died? Oh, shit, right. You think that's something you wouldn't forget?
Anyways, I will be going now. Any pony got any last pointless remarks before I do?
One, maybe. You think it would have been interesting to invite our human versions, too? I mean, I can imagine that they probably also had quite a bit going on in their world. Surely what's going on there at the moment would be exciting to know.
Since I am sporadically in contact with my counterpart, I can assure you the opposite. You're not missing out on anything you would want to know about. Trust me.
If you say so. All right, then that's that. Hey, Rarity, I've been meaning to ask you this all episode, but what happened to you?
What? Whatever do you mean?
You didn't say one German word for the entirety of the sketch.
Oh, yes. I have decided that since these specials exist beyond series canon, I would take a break from that trope. Don't worry, though. I will bring back this fan-favorite trait right next episode.
All right, then.
It's time for the countdown, guys.
All righty, let's do this, y'all.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,